Right.
Yes.
So, first thing I'll do then is I'll post up on Instagram about what the theme is and see if people want to come and join in.
Yeah, but mate, go and do that. That's fine. And
So just in case anybody is listening, Spaceboy, what is the theme?
the theme tonight is is a it's got a softer tone, because I feel that the past like 5 weeks or so, it's been really like focused towards violence in some manner. So we would like to think tonight that we could produce something a little softer. So it's going to be two explorers landing on a planet, finding a wee monster, and getting it to help.
Aye, befriending it.
Befriending a small monster. The befriending of a small monster.
That sounds
Right,
brilliant.
so it does. I think we should go.
Dark, go right dark.
Yeah. Do you know, like I was as soon as I went to say that, and then I just thought about how I just completely contradicted everything I just said 2 minutes ago. So, I just ignore everything I said on that.
Aye, it'll be good though.
It's
We'll
probably
make
going
it.
to get pretty dark.
We'll try and not. We'll see what happens.
Do you want to go for like? Do you want to go for more panels tonight, like rather than having such big panels that take up so much of the page?
Right, let's
We'll go for like maybe.
that's it. Just show that we've pre-planned. Well done. Why do we amateurish? Just
See,
letting you
I'm
know.
not even going to go with that though.
I didn't.
That was just me doodling before we were before we come on. So nothing wrong with that, sir.
No, no.
Not at all.
Well, we've got people in at least. That's a good start. It's Sunday too, and we've got people joining us. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining us on a Sunday night. We weren't actually expecting much.
We just missed the chance to draw this week, so we went, and we'll just come on anyway.
Right, let's see what's happening.
Right.
Is that posted yet? There we go. Right, I've posted that up, and right. Why don't you see, instead of giving us, how many times you over on the right, there's a rubber button that you hit it, and
I know.
clear the whole page. Because you were rubbing that out when I turned round in my chair, and then when I turned back, you were still rubbing it out.
Oh, so if I just double click that, then it just auto disappears?
Just once. Just click it once. The one just above layers. See the wee rubber above layers? Right, guys, thanks for joining us.
Amazing. Amazing.
That was a Hatchet taught me that last week. Him had been on it once. Oh, I'm glad Twitch gave you a notification. Glad you can join us.
Yes.
So I maybe just draw the wee. See, maybe instead of giving us solid squares, maybe even just let us work with the squares individually.
Do you want to just draw then, and then we'll just panel it up?
Because we can put panels down like that, and then
we'll just draw and then panel it up.
So I think the top one wouldn't even be that. Right, what am I going for? I'd maybe even include it behind that. Do you know what I mean? It could be a kind of long.
Quite a big.
Aye, because
quite a big top panel.
It's going to be. Just let you know, this theme was chosen by my 5-year-old, so there's got to be some names that he's come up with. So we could have a wee planet Earth, and there could be the wee ship flying through, and it could be flying to planet Alien Woods. And then I feel as if, like, see, I know you're drawing that one, right? I feel as if it can maybe be a wee one with a foot coming down, or like or somebody standing with his hand up, as if he's looking. Do you know what I mean? That's a wee space.
And then we could and then we could do whatever it is this creature is that he sees. or we could do some sort of wee hut, and you see smoke coming to somewhere, and then they get to the wherever it is, with like a wee panel in the bottom,
Aye.
and then they get to wherever it is, and it's like
an absolute massacre, just dead bodies everywhere. Fire.
yes. Right, okay, so that's what it is. We're totally abandoning the first idea. That's exactly what's happening.
No, I think this one here could be like, or maybe that could be shortened, and that could be what you're saying, the distance, and then this could be them walking. Maybe them walking away, so they're like this size, right there, right? And then a wee one underneath where they're that size, walking towards it maybe.
Alright, so like
you see them going that way.
2 panels here. Right, aye.
Or just turning that into one and having them here, and then on this one it's closer in and they're further in. And then on this one here you've got a wee guy waving, with smiling, and then you could have him just sitting around a wee campfire, sharing drinks. And it's not got violence in it, and then I can show it to my son, and I can say, look wee man, here's happy.
Yes. Yes. Aye, I like that. Yes. That's cool, man. That's cool. Let's go with that.
Right, can we merge these layers?
Your layer and my layer. I'm unsure. Let's see.
Did you just delete them all? Oh, you've done something, haven't you?
I did. I merged it into yours, but it didn't work. It just get rid of it.
Right, that's fine. Just we'll minimise them dead. Minimise them right down. And both of us can work for it, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
So I feel as if I don't like giving us each panels. I felt as if we done that last week. I felt as if 2 weeks ago that kind of takes away from the whole experience of drawing it together. I feel as if it's better if we maybe have characters in the panels, things like that. So you maybe draw. I'll draw the top one in the scenery.
The ship.
Aye.
Well, I draw the. Well, I'll draw the planets then.
Aye, but you could
space. Or you draw space in the ship, and I'll draw the planets.
Aye, we'll go with that. I'll draw the. Right. I'll draw a wee ship then, right? Ship, just in case it's family friendly. Well, it's not at all. I've actually got a picture. He did describe the ship to me and we drew it, but I'm not going to draw that one. this was his. Where is it? Alright, see. There. Ship. This is what your ship looked like. He got to draw it another page and I'm like, brilliant me man. Spy.
I think you can. You could do a good version of it.
Need a few of those for this one. So what's been happening anyway? Anything exciting?
Absolutely nothing this week exciting. I've painted a mural at the start of the week.
Did you? I missed that. Did you post it?
That was kind of fun. It was that it was that pony one.
Did you share it though? Or did you? I didn't even see it. Maybe I did, but that might have been like the height of my fever. It was all delirious and stuff. But I honestly.
And you're like, I'm delayed on something cute. No, that's never happening.
Aye man, if I commented or liked it, I have no idea I did. By the way, that's scary. Because it wasn't even alcohol this time. It was actually must have been like delirium.
Oh, honestly, it was a challenge.
Was it good?
It was it was it was well, I,
I'm going to look at it now.
it, I don't really know. Like, I was happy with it when it was finished, but I was like, I don't particularly. I wouldn't say it was good because there was a very large circle that I had to do, and I did it with a string and a nail and a string and a pencil at the start to get the circle.
Oh, you should have just
And
done it with the
obviously
pen.
you can't do that with the spray can. So I like did the best I could, and then when it came to the pen, I tried to do the same thing with the pen, but the paint had filled in my initial point that I'd made the circle with. So I was like, man, I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to be able to do the whole circle again. So I tried to just freehand it, and it looks wobbly as shit.
By the way,
So that's
I'm looking at it now. You've been. Aye, that you've explained that to me and pointed that out, right? But see, if I looked at that, I wouldn't have noticed it because it looks crying. It looks actually it's really good.
Thank you, man. I'm just
the whole face
you
and
know,
all that just takes your eye away for the wonky circle you done.
you know the crack when you do stuff sometimes that you're not really comfortable doing. Do you know what I mean? I don't paint ponies.
By the way, you might have to start because that's good.
I don't really enjoy painting ponies.
That's going to be funny. Wait, speak to you in 6 months and like, what are you up to in that? It's like, aye, well, yeah, I've made a career out of painting ponies. That's me now. It's like I'm fully booked up until the end of 2020. I don't even know what year we're at now. Everyone's all just a mad blur.
It's there was a My Little Pony used for reference though, so it's not really. It's a My Little Pony, I suppose. Aye.
It still looks good, man.
It's it was fun to do, man. It was fun to try something different, but plus you get extra paint, which is always good when you do a job. You know, you've got all that extra paint left. That's that's one of the best bits.
Who was that for? Somebody you know?
So this is it was for my brother.
Right, your brother into My Little Pony.
It was for my brother's partner. It was for her wee girl. Aye, it was fun, man. It was fun to do something different. But again, like I said, you know the score when you do something and you look at it enough, you're just like, no, you can see all the things that are wrong with that. Not happy with it at all. That's usually when my partner tells me to shut up.
Aye, man, it definitely looks good.
Just shut up, right?
You know, I'm usually pretty honest when it comes to.
Mate, that's what I love about you. That's that's one of the things I love about you.
Pointing kidding each other on it, but it does, man. It looks crying. I'd definitely be happy with it.
Well, it's not something I can see myself doing anytime soon. Because nobody's asked me to do one, but if I have to paint another pony, I must.
I've done nothing. I done a painting with Molotov refills.
Oh, the coverall ones.
Aye.
Ah, what's the white like? Do you have white?
I didn't have white. Sorry. The only question that you actually asked about. Nope.
No, because I was always wondering like what the deal with it is, like how well it covers. Because I think that's always the thing with like you don't want it. Well, I don't like it when it's too thick and the pigment's too heavy in it, and it like just covers everything completely. I like it when it's kind of like you can build the layers to make it.
I see. I'm the opposite. I want all my colours to be super opaque, man.
Well, it's good, I suppose, like when you're laying down a base for something. But I mean, for what I use white for usually is for afterwards, just for like highlights and stuff.
See, I'm not as skilled as things like that. I just do block colours, big giant block colours. Nothing else.
I know, but that's part of your style, though. That's what adds to the charm of it.
It suits me for that, and it's pretty good. The white, I mean, it's pretty white, man, when it goes down. Like, you might need to do a couple of coats, but it is pretty solid. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. See, I like Posca white's good for base colours, but they're not.
Did you just draw a big black bit over what I'm drawing?
Oh.
There, yeah.
Did I do that? Sorry,
see if you can rub it out.
Must have been when I was coming across it.
Aye, I was wondering if it was me or not.
Right.
I would go with that's probably how it's. I don't know. Is it yes? I'm on the ponies. See if aye, that's right. Hellbound has drew a few ponies, isn't he?
Well, does he like to draw a pony?
Sure he does. I mean, you need to understand how manly we all are. I mean, I like drawing cats. This is a very masculine group of people here.
Oh, definitely. I don't know why I always feel the need to draw like a planet with rings around it, right? Because I mean, no solar systems are going to happen, are they? Surely.
No, they don't. I can tell you that. This is your big line again. For a fact. Remember, I'm an elite dangerous aficionado. Is that what you'd say? I should stop trying to use words on stream that I don't even know what they mean. I'll just stop talking, Craig. You're embarrassing yourself. Should a spaceship have bull bars? Just go for it.
What?
Should a spaceship have bull bars?
If you want it to, it does.
Go and wake the way up and ask him. Daddy, what's bull bars? I'm 5.
Just tell me, does it have them or no?
I don't even know if they're called bull bars unless they've got the... I don't know. Again, something else I'm uneducated about. Do you know what I'm not uneducated about? NFTs, by the way. I know I'll go on about them, right? But Paris Hilton. If this is what we're getting to, then...
Right, what happened? I've not been...
She's released NFTs, but the big websites... is it Foundation or something? One of the big websites saying they were promoting them, and other people are promoting. Paris Hilton's get. And I'm like, you having a laugh? If Paris Hilton put out a column book, none of you would be sharing it. It seems to be
nuts.
Paris Hilton.
It's nuts.
She can't even sell things that she does normally. Why would somebody want to buy something that she doesn't normally do? Somebody else has done that, right? But it's got that kind of. I don't know what it is. It's that kind of. Everything shiny. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like Xbox 360 graphics. See when they started making things all shiny in 3D, and they've all got these kind of no texture. They're all flat. Everything's shiny. Why do all NFTs look like that?
They don't all.
I know they don't. Right? I know they don't.
They don't all. But I know what you're saying. There's a lot of that, and I think it's just. A lot of people use 3D software for it and automatically just go for shiny. Oh, make it look metal. Oh, that looks cool. It isn't always.
Aye, it must be massive money laundering. That's what I'm thinking. some sort of one.
Oh, definitely. I think I was. Was it you I was talking to about this? That like there's the gangs somewhere in Africa have started using plastic bags. Like that's what they trade in. That's what they're. Aye. That's it's nuts. So NFTs with that kind of money, definitely.
Aye, man. I think ASAP Rocky's doing like snippets of songs. I mean, that's not even. Why would you want to buy that?
Why music's a big thing now as well.
I understand why people might like. I think see if an artist I liked. Like, imagine, I don't know, Deftones come out right. He says like, listen, we're doing an NFT album. There's only got about 1,000 yet. The only way you can hear it's not going to be on streaming platforms. It will be this. I mean, that'd be cool. But see if he says we're going to put out an advert, but you need to buy the advert. I'm like, no. How about no? Maybe just keep your own song.
It's going to get crazy because it's going to get crazier than it is now because there's going to be NFTs for everything.
That's what it's happening.
Yep. But at the same time, for artists, it is a good way to make money. But again, like see, just to like forge a token now for a lot of sites, it's like 70 quid.
Is it?
Aye.
God's sake, man.
It's nuts, dude. And then there's all different new cryptocurrencies.
Aye, that has always been the case though. Do you know what I mean? Like, is that going to make sense? Are we going to need another?
I'm just kind of, that's why I was quiet there, because I was looking at it, like...
We need to show them landing, don't we?
Well, no, we don't really, because see if you just make your figure smaller, you could do them sitting in front of the...
spaceship?
Yep. And like do loads of smoke and everything as if the spaceship's with the door open.
Right, aye.
That'd be cool.
I've just drew that the wrong way.
Either that, or we could do the spaceship. Either that, or you could do that there, right? You could do them there, like as if they're, like, and do like the doorway behind them, so you can do like bits for the inside of the ship behind them.
And one of them getting out.
And then here, you could do them standing, and right here you could do like the ship. Do you know what I mean?
I was thinking maybe have that one standing looking, right? And the ship here, whatever that is, with the door open, and the wee guy jumping out, and smoke and stuff.
Cool. Aye, a bit of action. Yep.
Aye, we're bringing action in now, guys. There you go. This is what he's come for. Somebody jumping out a ship.
Well, we were going to try and cut back in the action this week.
But you know us, action packed all the way. Where am I drawing these things?
Right. So, well, I feel if we show them walking there, then
you can do.
Should we have too much? That I don't know if the wee silhouettes of them like continuously walking will be too much walking. I feel like it's too much walking.
Even it'll only be two. Like that was so be like maybe one him pointing to the wee guy to the smoke, and then an over exaggerated swinging of the arms, legs up and walking. Just skills.
What if we do? What if down here? What if we just do the panel up here where they see the smoke, right?
And pointing.
And you do them standing there pointing, seeing the smoke, and then down here we've got the look at them like walking towards like the smoke's closer, and then here we can have a panel. Just cut this panel off here.
I quite
panel with them meeting.
I quite liked that last panel. I thought that would have been quite nice. The wee sitting around a wee fire, having tea.
Well, we can still have it big then if we
could maybe have him. Oops, still sitting there, right? Go to sneeze. Sorry, guys. So you could still be sitting around his wee fire, but instead of them sitting, they could
or they've just arrived.
And he's kind of reaching out with a wee cup of tea.
Aye. Yes, that's cool. I like that.
Have some tea.
Aye, we should have the. I'm going to draw the wee monster guy. So I'll
figure out.
Draw the fire.
What, down there? No, you can do that. Just do that, man. I feel as if I'm going to be drawing quite a lot of this. Just draw what you want. I'll draw the wee spaceman up here.
Let's just start drawing stuff.
This is probably the most we've put into it, rather than just...
Too much talking, more drawing things.
I don't know if whoever's in, don't know if you've noticed this week I get 30,000 followers.
Yes, well, congratulations, mate.
Aye, man, it's pretty cool actually. I wish it happened in a day.
I remember we had a conversation about that, like, I think it was last year, about like how many followers you it just went crazy, and you were like, man, imagine I got to 30. And you're just like that's probably never going to happen, but imagine. that's nuts, man.
Aye, it does. It feels, see, like, I know you see it going up all the time, right? But see, when you get to it and you think at some point, I know there's some bots and stuff, but
of course, but
at some point there's that many people have actually looked at my page and thought, you know what, I like this guy's artwork enough.
Aye,
It's weird, right? Because I can remember. It's what it sounds like for him. When Nana died, and I was through at my brother's, and I had this might be coming up 2.5 years, maybe 2.5 years. It must be about 2.5 years. So I've only known you for a year and a half, maybe.
No, 29. Was it 2019? December 2019? We went in 20. No, September 2019. What, 2 years now, dude?
2 years.
Aye.
So this might be 3 years ago, and I can remember obviously after a funeral, you have a wee party and that, and I stayed at my brother's, and the next day I had this wee guy that followed me. I can't remember his name now, but he was like my first fan, and I can remember talking to my brother about that. And this must have been like 2.5 years ago then, just before really meeting you. And it was weird to think that I had one fan then. It was pure, this is cool, man. But Lucy, everything I posted, like, oh, your stuff's brilliant, man, and like, such an inspiration and things, and it felt good. And I'm not saying it doesn't. It does feel good when people say that. Do you know what I mean? Knowing that you're inspiring people to go and draw. Aye, it's nice. See, you put in the work.
Well, you do. You kind of you draw for yourself, and you don't draw for anybody else. But when people like what you draw, then that's...
It feels nice, awesome. Guys. Thanks a lot.
It does, man. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Aye, it's weird. I say, I think back then it must have been about 1,000 followers. Now I've got hundreds of fans now. I'm like internet famous. Do you know what I mean? Need to go back to that arrogant ways. I think just change it. It's too soppy for a minute now.
Right.
Aye, so I'm going to do a giveaway. Don't know what though. Something good, something different, not just like here's a bunch of stickers or something that you're only going to get because you were my 30,000 follower giveaway. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, it needs to be something epic.
Aye, because I wouldn't do. I don't know. I'd maybe do it at 50 now because 30 seemed like a big milestone. 5. I don't know why 30. Maybe 50 will be the next one, or maybe a million, depending on where I'm at.
That's it, mate.
Shoot for the stars.
No, here, listen. I wasn't saying that in a bad way. I was just like, hey, go for it. I'm not going to shoot down anybody's dreams, man.
I think even, obviously, you draw art. I'm not a full-time artist. That's not my job. For people that don't know, I love kind of the print trade. Not even the good one where you can get like free stickers and prints and stuff in a big factory. And but the dream would always be to be an artist. So it's cool that sometimes, like even I don't know if I did mention it. Say things were all a bit delirious, but done the wee paintings, and for them to kind of more or less sell out in like 15 minutes was nuts. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that was brilliant.
Oh, it just seems crazy that I was like to Claire before I put them up. It's like, alright, if I sold like 3 of these, do you know what I mean? And somebody, the first person that messaged me, bought 3 of them. I'm like, oh, this is a good start.
It's really good for being an artist. One of the main things is for getting your stuff out there for people to see. And if you want to be like a working artist, then it's you want to get as many eyes on your work as possible, you know, because not everybody's going to like what you do, but if you get enough people to look at your stuff that do like what you do, then you know you can get commissions, you get mural work, you get whatever, you know, and you can actually, dude, I'd pretty much say you're nearly there.
I would,
you know, as far as wanting to be like just a professional. I'd say you could call yourself a professional artist. I think you're well within the right to call yourself a professional artist.
I don't know. It seems weird.
You don't have to work at a games company or something like that to be a professional artist. You know, do you do artwork and sell things to people? Yes, I do.
Is Inland Revenue listening? No. Kidding on, all legit, everything's fine. Just in case anybody thingies that clip. No, this is not how you doing on chat. This is not Procreate. This is an app called Magma Studios. The reason we use this is because me and William Spaceboy are drawing at the same time. You can see him drawing over here. I'm drawing over here. I think it allows unlimited people.
I'm unsure about how many people it lets draw together, but
We've
had quite a few.
We've had 4.
4, but I'm sure you can have more. I just don't know how many exactly.
It's really nice. The brush pen's nice. It's not as good as Procreate, but it's different from Procreate. It's good for these kind of things. I'm never going to sit in the house and draw on this mon. But if I didn't have Procreate, I would, maybe. And it's just on the internet. It's just a web browser. It's not an app. You just go to app.magmastudio.io and you can draw on it. Get a new follower. Thanks for following us, Monstar. I need to stop saying people's names and just say thanks for the follow, guy. How do I want this ship to be? He's jumping out of that. It's coming.
I'll not do those. I'll not think me those bits there. I think your wee guy's head's going to come up to here, isn't it? So
So I've got. Aye, so if you've got any cool ideas for the say the 30k giveaway before I start getting all emotional there, it's anything at all, anything you think might be pretty cool, something say different, and I'll see what we can sort out. See, I'd like it to be something quite interesting.
A date.
Just letting you know, guys, that'd just be a waste of everybody's time. I'm taken. I'm a happily not yet married man. I probably should be. We've been together a long time. And we've got kids.
Hey, listen, marriage doesn't matter.
Are you not married?
Not at all.
It was the long pause. It was like the.
No. Like, me and Mickey have been together for like 15 years now, 16. But, no. Don't plan on it either. Both feel the same.
I'm not a fan of it. It just seems like a lot of money for nothing. But
That's both of that's both of your opinions in it. It's just like I've been to weddings and like, you know, if you want to get married, cool. But I've been to weddings and like I've had pals that have spent like 40 grand on a day, and I'm like, what? That blows my mind.
No chance, man.
Blows my mind.
My mates.
Just that.
My mates get married. Two of my mates get married pretty close to each other, and both of them had kind of cheap weddings. And I think one of them was at 7 and one of them was 5. And I'm thinking, God, man, think of all the paint and stuff I could buy for them.
Aye, it's I don't know, it just boggles me. It does.
Aye, it's definitely not something I'm too keen on, but I think she would like us to have the same name as the kids, do you know what I mean? I think that's what she would like. It's like, you Mrs. Imrie? She's like, no. Then I usually get a look. Are you not? Aye, well, do better than you might be. But not a date. You can think of different things. Definitely not getting a date. Plus, I don't really like meeting people or going outside or talking to folk really, which is weird. Considering you're doing a live stream, and I seem quite talkative, but I don't really like meeting people. Don't know if I'm just a moan now. Spaceboy left me. This is what happens. I start to get put in these positions where I need to talk myself. So what I generally do is I'll sketch a page out, and then I'll go over it with some sort of basic lines, and then I usually just keep going over it and over it. I kind of don't work in one image at the same time, so I'll go back and I'll put more details in the ship. I'll go back and I'll put faces and things in the astronauts, and we kind of work over each other's work as well. Spaceboy will probably come in and do some drawings in here as well, that kind of stuff. The theme for anybody that did want to join in was, I forget.
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
Hello. Alright, mate. Sorry, my Bluetooth headphones died.
Right.
And I had to go and run and find another pair of headphones.
At least you found a pair. I mean, that's a good shout, because I'd have panicked.
Oh, well, I know where all my headphones are. So, it's something I make sure I know, because I hate, like, see when you need a pair of headphones and you just can't find a pair and you're leaving the house. Like, I don't like going on public transport or going places without having headphones. It's just not something I do.
I am. Even just walk to the shops, which is like a 5-minute walk, headphones on. Claro sounds like, did you see anybody you knew? I was like, I don't know, if I did, I wouldn't have spoke to them.
Wasn't they paying attention?
Hood up and that, hat on, everything looks so mask on. Nobody knows who I am. I'm hiding.
No, everybody kicks about like graffiti writers now.
I like it. So how's your Draw Me a Robot coming along?
Oh, dude, there's been some awesome submissions. Awesome. Um, and I was quite, I was quite like overwhelmed with the fact that so many people had said they took quite a bit of time. They wanted to take a bit of time so that they could get it right. And I was like, fuck man, that's cool.
Because I remember when you phoned me on Thursday when you were crying. You were just kind of.
Oh no, nobody submitted anything yet.
No, I meant you were overcome with the quality of artwork that was produced. Not nobody'd done it. Just by the way, the quality has been nuts. I seen
It's did awesome.
Defunct Robots done one the day maybe. I don't see again things. His was cool, man.
I did. I loved it.
There was also one somebody painted one.
There's been a couple of paintings. Somebody did an actual painting on a canvas and one.
That's nuts, man. I've got like 3 days. In 3 days, I should have some sort of extension because obviously my last 2 weeks have been a bit. 3 weeks even between COVID and then the virus. The other one. An official extension.
You should send them a message and just say, I request an extension.
There's I don't know if you read the chat, but there's Hellbound says, what's your thoughts on the Glasgow graph scene at the moment, Spaceboy? Obviously, they don't care about my opinion on that. Because you've been spray painting ponies, so you're well in the scene now.
Oh, definitely. Well, I must say, there's just there's a lot of stuff. There's always a lot of stuff happening.
I always think it seems. I don't know if it's to do with Panda or not, but if it's just a coincidence that I found out about Panda around about the same time. But I feel as if he's been really good at pushing it, and I think he's created more of a scene. See, like the wee guy, is it Guzzler and all? He's just coming on leaps and bounds, man. I think.
There's always been there's the kind of like old heads that are still doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of the kind of day one ER guys and but there's a lot of kind of younger writers that don't respect the fact that, you know, when these big pieces get commissioned and everything, and it's all the older writers and they're getting paid, you know, to do the work, and quite rightly so, because they've been painting for years and they're brilliant at what they do. And I feel there's a lot of bitterness.
Aye.
There's a lot of bitterness in the whole scene, and there's a lot of people's like Panda stuff get painted over, like the Panda did a big commission. The Jam did a big thing over the back up at Chinatown, and
I know what you're talking about.
Big dragon and everything.
That get painted
and
over.
Panda did his piece. He did his on a ladder, so he does his up above a doorway. So his didn't get touched, but everybody else's get just dragged and tagged over the top of.
That's no nice, man.
It was not nice at all. No.
It's just weird. If something's commissioned, it's different, man. Like, I understand that there's walls that people paint on, but see if somebody's paint to get work done, that's then. See, sorry, just to kind of jump in there. See, like you're drawing all that scenery. How we doing it? It look good. Like just draw that. That could be like a big massive panel, just right down.
All right, cool. Aye, right, sorted. Aye.
Or even it could come down there, but you can decide for that. Do you know what I mean? Almost looks like it's photographs now on their journey. That's what we planned. Right, sorry. Also, can you rub out these stuff down here?
Where did show me? Oh,
The theme is astronauts landing on an alien planet and befriending an alien who may or may not be called Helpy. The theme was based on my 5-year-old's adventure today. They've got the best ideas. It's one of my favourites, well, definitely my favourite graffiti artist in Glasgow the now's that I'm saying it's my favourite, and definitely, and then I can't remember his name. Priest.
Priestcott.
Aye.
Oh, they're excellent.
Is it one guy? I can't figure out.
No, I don't think so.
So you
I think
don't.
it's a bunch of guys.
You don't know who it is, no?
No, I've no idea.
The reason I always feel as if it's.
That's why I think it's amazing.
The reason I think it's maybe one guy is because all the style looks the same, and they sell paintings, and all the paintings look the same. Do you know what I mean?
Could very well be.
Aye, that's sort of, I don't know either. Say, are you drawing the alien?
Yes.
It's a bit predictable, isn't it? I'm kidding on, you're best drawing that because what else you got to draw?
Exactly. Aye, they're excellent. The kind of, see the posters that they put up everywhere, the fly posted, like spammed the whole of the city centre with them. Priestcott ones.
Aye, I did see that, aye.
They were awesome. They were scary as well.
What do you mean?
Just the image on it, it was scary. It was terrifying.
Do you think? That's weird.
Aye. It was proper weird, man. It was.
Aye, it's like the faceless mask kind of thing. But that's funny that I've never even looked at that and thought it's creepy or anything. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it is definitely. Maybe that's just me though.
No, I can understand why it would be, man. Like, definitely. But it's no even thought that way initially.
It's quite intimidating. I think it's quite intimidating. It's quite an intimidating. I don't know if it's meant to be. I'm not, but. I think it is.
Right, so Panda is definitely someone who pushes it in a positive light. It's a shame that there's so much drama in it, and Priest is so well done, it's another level. Alco is another one that's doing my stuff. Alco? I don't think I know who that is.
No.
Oh, I do.
Like,
is that him that's doing the big fat trainers? I'm looking at the screen as if there's going to be an instant reply there. Do you know that?
I don't know, man. I hope you're not asking me because I don't know.
No, I was looking at the TV and shouting at that like an old man. That's what I was doing there.
Alexa, tell me. Let me know.
Aye, that is him. Aye, he's doing these kind of fat Nike Airs and that. I'm sure they're. By the way, they're cool. They definitely are cool. He's his own style anyway. I'd so much want to get back into it, man. Like, or at least some kind of level into it.
Oh, I definitely did. I really want to do that we're talking about. Just like the white wall and just black ink.
Aye.
Just finding somewhere that we can actually do it. Because I don't know what the deal is with Yardworks just now.
It's opened, I messaged them.
Is it open? Does it get space?
Aye, well, he says, I messaged him, he says, aye, it's anytime. Because it's you, Craig.
Oh, nice one.
He says, because it's you.
So he did.
He didn't know. It's like, you're not bringing that reprobate spaceboy way again, so he can ruin my walls.
I told him not to draw anything scary, and he draws dinosaurs eating people.
Aye. Do you know how embarrassing that was for me? I've got people in drink tea and that. There's dinosaurs and more. There's that bit, right? I don't know, like there's that one bit that a lot of people seem to be painting in Glasgow now. I don't think it's a legal wall, but it's like it's shaped like that, only bigger, and it's like a big brick wall.
Oh, down beside the Clyde.
Is that what that is? Aye.
Clyde side, aye.
It seems to be that you can go there and paint, and nobody seems to care.
Well. It's definitely no legal. I don't think.
I know. I don't think it is either.
But, people have went and painted there.
Aye, it seems to be all the time it's happening. If it's the same place we're talking about.
It is. There used to be like a big tiger mural down there. I'm sure that was the wall with the tiger mural. But it's down beside the Clyde, man.
Where are you drawing his bottom? I'm drawing the bottom of this panel with their feet. It doesn't matter, you're an alien, you can do whatever you want.
He's an alien, exactly.
I think that Archie's DIY has been bulldozed, is it not? The last post I seen on that Archie's DIY was the bulldozers were at the gate and they were trying to lock it. Somebody's got permission to build houses or something there, or something. I'm saying houses, I don't know what it is.
Oh, what, the skate park?
Aye.
Really?
Aye.
Oh, no way, man.
Again, you need to take everything I say with a pinch of salt, because the last 2 weeks have been a bit crazy, and some of this might have been dreamt. If nobody else seems to notice that I'm talking about, or know what I'm talking about, then maybe not. No, I'm definitely sure that there was bulldozers, and the guy says, listen, if anybody can make it down, we'd really appreciate it. And that was it. Because I looked back at their posts to see what was happening, and they says, oh, everything's fine, guys. It seems to be that.
Dude, are you still there drawing? Can you send me an invite back? Something's just happened.
How do I invite you?
Just go up to the top where it says our names.
Oh,
Am I still in the session?
No. Invite.
I just
copy. In fact, I can just send you the invite on my phone that you sent me through Thingy, can't I? Or can you not just copy the one that you used for me?
Aye. Oh, wait a minute. I might be able to. Can I do that?
Aye, that worked. Did you just back out it? That was an April Fool's joke.
Oh, yes, I'm back. Cool. Right.
You get back
so you've got control of my previous layers now, because I've just joined the session back again.
Right. That was an April Fool's joke. I fell for an April Fool's joke. Is that how long ago that was? Why did it need to be on live stream? Hellbound. Cheers. I think Panda's line work and his colours are brilliant. Fun fact, Panda taught me how to use spray paint. I messaged him one night, drunk, asking if he'd teach me how to paint, and he says aye. I don't think that means everybody should message him asking, because that wouldn't be fair. I met him in see the thing is, see by the end of that day, I felt as if I had pure loads of good control over it, and then see after not painting for ages and came back, I just lost everything.
You kind of forget. You when you start spraying with it again, you kind of forget all about. If you've not done it in a while, you kind of forget all about the pressure you need to put in it. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And how quickly you need to move your hand and the angle of the can and stuff like that. It's okay.
Right, so this is where we are so far. For anybody joined in, what it is astronauts flying to a new planet, and they land on the planet, you see there's life there, I see it now, it's just that many different shading layers on the background. So what was the bottom, oops, alright, what was the bottom left picture going to be again? Right, so if I've got your layers, I need to try and tidy some of this up, don't I? This is a mess. That's your old one, I can delete that one, right? Delete. Oh no. By the way, this selecting apps on this, selecting layers in this app is a pain sometimes. By the way, Spaceboy, I can't select some of these. I can only select the top two.
No, it's okay. I think I'm in the right layer. What were you trying to rub out?
Nothing, I was just trying to tidy it all up. I thought that. So I'm just getting.
No, it's gave me the layers back.
Right. So I'm just getting rid of mine, do you know what I mean?
I was just talking shit at the start. Apparently. Right, so I'll get rid of these ones then.
Aye, if you don't need them, because what's in that bottom left picture? That's got to be something else, them walking again, that.
Wait, if you get layer 6?
Aye, that's my main one.
I don't know what layer.
Delete a message come up.
All these grey bits are in. Are they still your boxes?
What was it advertising? Alright, we had our first spam message, I feel, if that was good. We're almost Twitch famous now, Spaceboy.
We had a spam message?
Aye, somebody tried to advertise their page on our page. Big leagues now, guys.
Is that
big leagues now?
Is that rare on Twitch? It happens all the time. Fucking Instagram.
Aye, it does. I think in Twitch it needs to be at least there's got to be 10 people to see it. But that's a good wee segue. I don't know if we did mention this here. We're now officially affiliates, by the way.
Ah.
So,
excellent.
To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what that means. Other than that, you can give us money if he's got Amazon Prime. Or subscribe or something. I don't even know what that means, right? But
buys pens.
Pins?
Pens.
So, pens, aye. What it means.
I didn't say pants.
After the week I've had, by the way, it might be what I need more than pens. But what it does mean is we can now have custom icons, can't we? I'm getting my mod.
Oh.
So what I was thinking is we could have one a kit, one a cat, and then one of my face.
Yes.
I don't think that'd be a good idea, so I feel you'd spam that one all the time.
Oh. It needs to be when somebody makes a donation.
No,
your face comes up.
Aye. Smiling. Smiling. My crazy eyes and that just staring right out the screen. But they can eyes that follow you no matter where you go. Watching you. Oh, you can even get it to say that, can't you? I could do that. Because we've got a wee zombie that comes up. Imagine that. Somebody follows you and you say, I'm watching you. And it's just me staring at them. Genius. But nobody knows what I look like. The elusive Imrie.
Nobody knows what you look like.
Eh?
Nobody does.
Claire does.
I think I might. unless you've been sending, unless you've been sending a doppelganger.
My brother. Oh no, wait, that looks like you. By the way, me and Spaceboy don't know each other, or knew each other until we mentioned earlier on, but him and my brother look almost like twins. It's scary. So I think...
Oh, that's right, there was a picture of you and your brother, wasn't there? It was,
It's clear it noticed it. She's like, look at this picture. And I'm like, why is Spaceboy standing next to Spaceboy? And she's like, no, that's your brother. I'm like, what? Look, he's got wee icons, he's got wee tenants cans. How did you get them? Right, so back to that in fact. So what I was thinking is we should have a kit one, a grin one, and a general Worlds Glide one. Just for initial 3, but obviously then when we get bigger we can have ones that mean other icons. That's so that you can go out and spam our stuff in other people's chats. Because
yes.
if you subscribe to us you get them. This, by the way, I'm just trying to make sure I know how this all works. I think if you subscribe to somebody, you get to use their icons anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Not anywhere, I mean you can't use them down at the local pub. Just
or on your phone as emojis.
I don't know if you can or not. I'm not clued up enough that you would have that option. But what I'll say no. I think you need to be subscribing to get to use the icons though, do you not? Defunct. It's like you're paying for them. A tenants channel. Just people just drinking beer. I need to find one that does wine. Aye, so that's good. So I'll speak to you after this, Spaceboy, and we'll see about how we make the icons. I've made a few for people, so I know what to do. I can send you the dimensions, and you can do the grin one if you agree that's what we should do, and then we can just get people to spam them in the chat.
Like Pixel?
No, look, can you not see the chat? There's wee tenants cans. Defuncts put tenants cans ups.
I can't get the chat to work.
Oh right.
I can't get the chat to work. I've tried like fucking weeks and weeks in a row, and I'm just not. Give up.
Are you alright to get rid of your sketch layer, man?
That's what I was saying to you, dude. I don't know what layer it's on.
Your chat just went all weird.
Oh. There we go.
Is it on the layer you're drawing on?
No, it's cool. I found it. I was going between layers there and I didn't know what layer it was on. I think that is just sketch stuff on this on it. I'm just going to go through my drawings a wee minute just to see if I've drawn top of it. I do that sometimes in Procreate.
Aye,
like I'll have a layer and like you've got something with some daft sketch in it, and then you're drawn over the top, and sometimes you switch back to the sketch to rub something out, and I end up drawing on the sketch, and then I go to rub the sketch out and I'm like, oh no, off my drawing this.
That's why I always put the opacity down to make sure they're different. Is there any way, see in the chat, right, people have got blue names and people have got red names, do you just pick that? But what difference does that mean? Hey, we've got a subscriber, defunct robot. We've got a subscriber.
Yay!
By the way, thanks a lot, man. That's pretty cool. I wish we had icons and that for you to use now, but we've not done that yet. We also got a new follower as well there. I missed it. How can I see that? Oh, Magic Robots is following us as well. There we go. Thanks for the follow. And again, thanks for the subscription. I wish I even knew it was involved in that, because I don't even know. It says tier 1, but we've not even looked at that, man, if there's anything.
No, I have no idea at all.
I do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And if anybody did see my posts, I get some crank stickers for Defunct this week as well.
I did see that.
I've not opened the pack yet, but
awesome.
Aye, man. The size of them, like, I don't know if you've seen, I mean, look, the size of these. Still selling them on his page, I'm sure. So I would definitely recommend anybody that likes stickers to go and pick a set up. Because there's a wee octopus one in there that was my favourite. I'm not opening them now though, because I quite like the packaging well. It's this weird thing about opening stuff. And sometimes when you get things, you like to just keep them where they are.
No, Nikki does. She loves to do that. I don't. I like to rip the plastic off it immediately.
But the good thing is I've got these ones you can actually see. This is just because you subscribed. See, this is what happens, by the way, guys. We'll do things. You can buy exposure.
I must stick stickers on places when I get them. I must have places to stick them.
That one there, man.
I'm not a child.
Awesome. This as well. It's one of the best logos on Instagram. Aye. Brilliant stickers, man. Cheers. See, it says first. You actually got to have that. It says first next to his name now. Like a badge of honour. See, guys.
Ah.
I don't know what that means yet either though, so I don't know if it's just. It says founder. Need to look into more of this, don't we? So pure amateurish, like an old man I feel like sometimes I'm on it, by the way. Right, let's get back to actually doing some drawing. Right, so normally I say, if you were listening earlier on, I'll go through one stage of sketching and then I'll draw in like the basic lines and then I'll go back adding in all the details. You're drawing that bottom left square, spaceboy, eh?
Uh-huh.
Right, aye. He says that as if it was more a question than an answer, to be fair.
No, sorry mate, I was concentrating on something. Yes, I'm drawing
Right,
some sort of strange alien character.
aye, that's the bottom right. You're doing the bottom left square as well.
The bottom left, what was the bottom left again?
I can't remember, but you've got line work in it. So I was hoping that you'd
Oh, that's right. It was them closer to the smoke. You could see like a crash ship or something like that.
Well, we've got another subscriber. Zero Psyche, thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate it. Nice one. It's all going. It's all going tonight. I should have mentioned that earlier on, shouldn't I have? Did I lose Spaceboy again?
Right, there we go.
Did you go away again there?
Sorry mate. I had to take my headset off.
Oh, right.
There's a child that's not in bed yet.
Oh. Sorry, it's the last day of Easter holidays.
It is. It is.
What?
But she's been staying up far too late.
Oh, right.
As it is.
Oh, she's got school tomorrow, isn't she?
Right. School, and then if they don't go to bed at a certain time.
It's going to be horrible people in the morning.
Exactly.
try to tell them, but no, they don't listen.
Nope.
Aye, so we've got 2 subscribers now.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Pure chuffed, like totally chuffed. So made my night, guys. Cheers.
I don't quite know what this is.
So they're saying that you can also gift bits. I don't know what that means either. I think the funk's just throwing things out. Well, this side doesn't understand it either as much. See, the thing is, like, I was never into Twitch. My mod's sister does it, and I've tried to watch it a few times, but it wasn't really for me. The only reason I really got into it was one week was I listened to the Distraction Pieces podcast with Screwbase Pip, and he had Jabadi G on. I can't remember his real name. Do you know his real name? No.
No.
Sorry, I turned around and looked at Claire as well there. He was on and they were talking about he does a stream. By the way, I've not actually even watched it yet, but see when I was listening, that sounds brilliant. Where he gets people to make beats for the week, and then they do like a battle at the weekend, and people get to like live review them kind of thing, and then they go through to the next round. And he does that on Twitch, and they'll just talk about how it's a good platform and it's not just about gaming. I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it, and then that's when it was the same night. I think it was night shift. I messaged you. That's when all the messages come. When I'm night shift.
Aye, that's it. That's when Craig has his ideas.
2 weeks you won't hear from me, and then you'll be constant for 3 nights every hour for 12 hours. Got another idea. Nothing for 2 weeks. Then again.
It's good though. That's the kind of that's the times we've come up with a lot of ideas of things we've done. Kind of spitballing back and forward.
Aye, it seems to work well.
It does, man.
Because it's usually late at night, so you're being in bed, and I've got time to do it as well.
Aye. It's I think it's important. Okay, especially if you collaborate with somebody a lot, to have that kind of communication instead of just going like, here, let's go and draw a thing. We've come up with loads of ideas for loads of stuff.
Aye.
Stuff that will probably never even get done, but it's an idea that's there.
It will get done, because when everything goes well, when we get these 2 subscribers up to 200, and then this is a full-time job for us, we'll be doing all these ideas.
Oh, aye. Then the money for it comes, so you can do as many ideas as you like.
Aye. Speaking of, right, there we go. By the way, see segues. I'm becoming like a professional podcaster here. Speaking of other ideas, do you know that the Guinness Book of World Records for the most contributing artists in one comic is 141 artists? We think we could get more than that.
Aye.
It was done in 2016, so it's a 5-year-old record. All you would need was 142 artists to contribute a 4-panel comic each, and then publish it. And it get published on... We'd publish it? Aye, that's a question.
Aye.
World's Glide Comics. 142 artists, 4-panel comics. I think it all has to have some sort of...
That'd be a graphic novel.
Continuity of some sort, do you know what I mean?
Aye, it would have to follow.
It would all be set in the World's Glide universe. So if you have 4 panels, you do what you want.
Aye, basically total free reign for 4 panels.
Aye. Family friendly, that's it. 142 artists. I think we could do this. When I say we, I'm meaning the community here, not just me and Spaceboy. That's what Hellbound says he thinks it'd be easily done. 142.
Oh, aye, definitely.
I think we should try it. It would feel weird though if that was the first comic we ever done.
I know. I think we need to launch a Kickstarter for this one first, and then then we can say, yeah, we've got this here as well. Plus, it could very well help, and it would be amazing having loads of other artists that contributed towards a universe. You know what I mean?
I think we could even make up our own Guinness
That would
World Record.
That would be awesome.
Saying that, there must be over 140 artists that have contributed to Star Wars.
Aye, but they don't get credit for it because, you know, they're just artists.
Aye. That doesn't matter now.
You're not the guy swinging the lightsaber. You're not the guy that wrote it. No, you're just the guy that designed the stuff in no, come on.
Do you mean that pure iconic Darth Vader helmet? You want credit for making that up? Don't be daft. I wrote that he was a guy in a black costume.
Aye,
I mean, that
you
was
were working for us, mate.
That was my idea. Look, black costume. Helmet. It's weird, isn't it? Like, who did design that? Who did design the Stormtroopers? It's the only one that I know is like... It wasn't Lucas, what's his name? George Lucas, wasn't it?
Unsure. I'm unsure. I've not looked into the kind of
see, the only one,
effects and stuff like that.
the only one that I know,
All I know
aliens.
is
Like Geiger or something.
what, Stan Winston?
No. Guy that designed the aliens.
Oh, H.R. Geiger?
Aye. It's the only like person I can know that I know that's credited for any kind of creation of a character that isn't. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Oh no, well Jim Henson used to all the time,
well,
and so did
but that was usually his
Stan Winston as well.
company, wasn't it? Jim Henson. It was always the Jim
Aye.
Henson. So it was.
Aye, but there's a lot of other creatures in movies that he did the work for. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And then like Stan Winston.
Who'd Stan Winston do?
Predator.
Right.
Jurassic Park, worked in like the T-Rex.
Somebody made up T-Rex. Come on, but
they didn't make up the T-Rex, but the kind of the Jurassic Park version of T-Rex. Do you know what I mean? That's what has since Jurassic Park has come out has become the iconic version of T-Rex.
That's funny. In fact, feel like you say that because that is what a T-Rex looks like.
Well,
aye,
that's what everybody says.
Aye.
But in fact, it's no really what it would have really looked like.
Aye, because raptors don't look anything like they look either.
No. But see, it all makes sense with Jurassic Park because it's all genetic. Like they're not real animals. They were created. So, like when you get people that bag in Jurassic Park going, oh, they're not scientifically accurate dinosaurs. Like, listen, they're monsters. They're no dinosaurs. What are you talking about? Look at it for what it is.
By the way, my pet hate is when somebody's watching a film. You're watching something like Avengers, and somebody will say, "Oh, that's not realistic." You do understand that there's a big giant green man throwing cars.
Look, what do you want? Look, this is the wrong movie for you.
Aye, it's just watch it for what it is and enjoy it.
Oh, I had I used to know this guy, and his girlfriend was like the worst person ever to go to the cinema with. The worst person ever, right? Because I never ever wanted to sit near her when we all used to go to the cinema together. And Nikki, when I met Nikki asked me, why don't you want to sit beside them? And I was like, because I don't. And it turned out when we went into the cinema, that's where we were seated right beside them, because there was nowhere else to sit, and I was like, oh man, no way. And all she done through the whole movie was talk shit about the movie that we were watching.
Oh.
And going, oh my god, here we go again. Oh, what's he even wearing? And stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I've got to shut her up. I've got to shut her up.
What did you do there?
Oh man.
Did you cover your mic or something? That went nuts.
I did, sorry. I grabbed my face. I was remembering it was all too real for a minute.
So, what did you do her hair like that for? Like, what? What are you watching?
and then we went to a movie one night in Cineworld, and where we were sitting, fucking Peter Andre came in with about 10 of his mates and sat behind us, right? And all she did the full time was talk about Peter Andre and try to get Peter Andre's attention. And I'm like, here, I'm watching fucking Transformers. What's happening? I just want to sit here and watch Transformers.
I think I'd rather talk about Peter Andre.
Really?
Man, massive Transformers fan, massive. And Michael Bay ruined my whole childhood. I know people say that, like, just don't watch it, just watch the stuff you like about Transformers or these kind of things. I think no, because you don't understand how excited I was. The only good parts about Transformers was how the robots and that looked, but you acted, see, for somebody that is like, what, 1,000,000 years old and acts like an idiot. Just ruined everything about him. That's Optimus Prime. He's just super smart and obviously better than me when it comes to saying words.
There was a lot of fight scenes where he was just standing there like an idiot, like,
Aye, but it looked brilliant. Right, so the fuck's saying that supposedly the Stormtrooper helmet isn't copyrighted by the creator. Says that Burn353 mentions it in his podcast with Draw Me a Robot. Has anybody listened to them? I feel as if podcasts are a strange thing. Because I think we spoke about it, didn't we? If I lost you again, Spaceboy.
So, sorry mate, I need to go for a wee second, something's just happened.
Aye, no worries, no worries.
Sorry, I'll be back in a minute.
As I say, I think podcasts are a bit weird. I think there's so many out there. It's kind of a big market to try and kind of get your podcast listened to, you know what I mean? So I listen to quite a few. I listen to one called The Weekly Planet about movies, and I've got to see quite a few now. I can't even remember the ones I listened to. I say that, the Scroobius Pip one. You're talking about that's already 3 hours out your week. Then so you try to kind of fit in more sometimes. I think so. I think the difference with doing this though is there's something to watch as well. I think I'll probably give that one a listen. I say I've not listened to their actual normal show, but I think the one with interviews might be pretty good. Because I think Burn353 is definitely an interesting guy. I mean, I think I must have more commissions or more stuff off of him. I got his wee laser cut pieces, a bit dusty. A bit dusty that down for. I've also got, as you're saying that, I've even got one of his wee Stormtrooper pieces. I think I've got other stuff as well. I think he's brilliant. And I probably should give it a listen. Yeah, let's see where we were anyway. So, for anybody that's kind of joined later on, this is a story. Spaceship, flying, it's landed, people get out, you notice smoke, which you might need to do something to make that more noticeable. There's got to be something here, Spaceboy's drawing, and then they're going to meet this very happy looking alien guy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Back in the house.
Cool. In the house?
Back in the house, in the stream.
Alright.
Aye.
In his house, that kind of house. It's his house.
Aye.
Right. I get you now. Right, so this space here, up there, is for you to draw the sky. But, whoop, and then you've got that one down here. So, will I do the wee the campfire and stuff, or well, it's better if you draw them reaching out with something. Was he going to have something? Is that a nose? Is he got a mad nose?
Two seconds. I need.
Right, let's see, so I always write notes, by the way. I like notes so that I've got at least some sort of conversation to have when we're on, so that I'm not just coming on with nothing. I don't know if he's recently done this painting with Molotov refills. By the drawing wee tiny colours was absolutely murder. I done it with these, so it was the first time kind of trying it. I just put them into a wee dish. I put them into this is kind of how professional I are. It was the lid of a Chinese takeaway tub, and I cut out a wee bit of wax paper, or what is it, non-stick oven paper stuff, the stuff you put in your trays when so your chips and that don't stick in the oven. Got a wee bit of that out, put a bit of water on the bottom of it, and then put these on top, and it worked really well, by the way. It was fun to do. You didn't need to do loads of coats. I feel as if like I've spent a lot on paint, like loads of different kinds. I mean, I've even bought a bunch of golden acrylics. It's funny how I feel as if I just pull things from everywhere. I've got a tiny wee corner and everything is just more or less round about me. And I feel as if I can never get paints to be the way I want, but these refills are definitely in the right direction. Something that I think I'm going to dabble in more anyway. I recommend anybody that's thinking about trying painting that isn't used to painting to maybe try it, see. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's I was pretty happy with it. This is getting given away as my. I do all my Patreons. You know, I'll plug that as well. I do feel as if I don't really want to. Not meaning. Oh, 2 seconds. Just give us 2 seconds, guys. Spaceboy's Mrs. Mum just finished hospital. What's that do? Hello. Sorry guys, I think we're maybe going to have to cut this one a wee bit short. There's been a wee bit of emergency, and we'll maybe pick up later on, or me and Spaceboy might finish this one individually. I really appreciate everybody that's joined in tonight and everybody that supported us. Thanks a lot for all that. I'm sorry that it's kind of just been ending so abrupt like this. So sorry about that. And hopefully I see you all next week. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.